amazing insurance company because he wanted to make money so he could give it away. People like retired Air Force General Rand and U.S. Senator Hillary Clinton, now Secretary of State, and Secretary of Defense Bob Gates when he was at Texas A&M, and Bob Utley, an extraordinary entrepreneur in Dallas, Texas, Charles Schwab and Gary Kelly, who's now the president and CEO of Southwest Airlines, and Betty Sue Flowers, and Jim Stingle, retired CMO of Procter & Gamble Worldwide, Bill Novelli, who is the CEO of AARP, and Jim Clifton, the amazing chairman and CEO of the Gallup organization. These are just a few of the people we ran into on this road to purpose, and they all had one thing in common. They had built companies trying to make a difference. They had built organizations trying to improve lives, and in the process of making a difference, they made money. So just like we needed Jim Collins to point out our obvious strengths, a lot of our clients needed us to point out theirs. It started early when we let Herb Kelleher, CEO and founder of Southwest Airlines, in on the fact that he wasn't just offering low fares and frequent flights. He was democratizing the skies. Later, we picked up on Sam Walton's real vision of saving people money so they could live better lives. Today, we're attracting purpose-driven brands like BMW and John Deere, and organizations like the American Red Cross and the Clinton Global Initiative. Great universities like the University of Texas and Texas A&M have called us in to help them articulate the difference they make in the lives of the students passing through their institutions. These are just some of the organizations that are winning in the marketplace because of their commitment to a higher purpose, a purpose that we've had the privilege of helping discover and bring to life through the power of media and marketing. So the road we've taken comes from our values and our outlook on life in general, namely that life is short, so live it out doing something that you really care about. Try to make a difference the best way you can. We've had fun. We've cultivated the success of others and enjoyed a lot of it ourselves. At the end of the day, it's been much more rewarding to work with clients that are trying to make a difference than it is to work with clients that are just trying to sell more stuff. And there's always a little bit of vindication in seeing that our clients ultimately sell more stuff and make more money while making more of a difference than their competitors. There's also an enormous satisfaction in seeing the cultural transformation that happens when an organization is turned on to purpose. We've all experienced corporate cultures in one form or the other, and while this language may be new to you, the experience is one that everyone knows instinctively. Think about the organizations you've dealt with in your professional and personal life. You can probably readily identify organizations that have a strong sense of purpose, as well as those that don't. In a company without purpose, people have no idea what they're really there to do. There may be a flurry of activity and abundance of busyness, but it all seems frenetic and disorganized and leading in no particular direction. They often look to the competition to decide what to do rather than navigate by their own sense of what's right. And your sense of who they are is probably muddled due to the fact that their ad campaigns and their marketing campaigns change dramatically every year or so. This is what it feels like in an organization without a purpose. Unfortunately, it's an all too common feeling in corporate America. Contrast this with a company that has a great purpose. You can usually feel it when you walk in the door. You can sense the confidence in the workforce. You can see the passion in the people who work there, the joy. You can see it in their leaders because you don't have to be charismatic to do this as a leader of great purpose. These leaders have a knack for endearing themselves to the troops and harnessing the passion and talents of their employees. And you usually know what they're all about because their stories have been well told. This is what it feels like to step into an organization driven by purpose. This book's primary goal is to get you to that same level as these purpose-driven companies. It will provide a clear roadmap to discover your purpose, to bring it to life, and then actively market and practice that purpose in all that you do. The net result is that when a company is driven by purpose, everyone in the organization wins, both professionally and personally. It's not what you sell, it's what you stand for, is driven by three interdependent components. First,